Good Saturday evening. I am meteorologist Nick Kelly checking in on this January 4th, 2019. Temperatures back to normal where we should be for this early in the month of January, even though we have mostly sunny skies for today, making us trend just a little bit cooler compared to yesterday. We will stay quiet to start the week ahead out. Then we'll watch for our next storm system to roll in as we proceed later on in the course of the week to come. From our time-lapse of Indigo Sky Casino and Resort just outside of Seneca, Missouri, though, we enjoyed a nice-looking time-lapse. Nice-looking sunrise, beautiful open blue skies during the day, then a nice sunset this evening. That's how everybody looked across the area. And again, it did help us warm up somewhat. But compared to yesterday, again, we trended just a little bit cooler. We, believe it or not, actually saw quite a bit of sunshine yesterday afternoon. I was concerned whether or not the cloud cover would continue its hold across the area, but we did go to about 47 or so yesterday afternoon, the drop in regional, upper 20s this morning. Then once we got the sun back into play today, we did manage to warm up nicely with highs back in the mid-40s. As we look on down the road, the week to come will start quiet and chilly as we round up the weekend for your Sunday. Well, thankfully, we will stay dry through the middle of the week, so as we head back to work and the kiddos head back to school on Monday and Tuesday, we'll just stay quiet under partly to mostly sunny skies, with temperatures just a little bit cool. Then we'll see our next storm system due in by the end of the week, and it's sticking with Doug's pattern too, so we'll have some rain chances, even some snow chances to try and dodge as well. From 7th and Range Line, just before, make that just after the top of the 10 o'clock hour. Any late night traffic moving along just fine while the skies above are mostly clear. Again, the official stats for today had us topping out at 44 at Joplin Regional after we started cold at 27 degrees. But believe it or not, this is what should be standard normal fare on a January 4th around here. Last check of the currents during the 10 o'clock hour had us at 34 at Joplin Regional, with it feeling like 27 though, thanks to a south breeze at 8 miles per hour. Thankfully, that south breeze, though, is going to help us out in terms of temperatures tonight. Doesn't change the fact, though, that we went from afternoon highs, mainly in the mid, even some upper 40s out west, down they went into, let's say, the lower to middle 30s all across the board. Most of us, though, between 34 and 36 during the 10 o'clock hour. Some outlying areas have managed to flirt with the freezing mark already. Even though we have a south breeze in play, that does bring us a wind chill, making it feel like we're either in the middle to upper 20s to about 30 degrees. Thankfully, that south wind stays in place through the night, so despite the sky staying mostly clear, we're going to keep temperatures pretty much where they are, in the lower to middle 30s. Then once we get past sunrise and the rest of your Sunday morning, we'll see temperatures start to warm. 42 by 10 o'clock, should be in the upper 40s quickly. Enough, though, as we head toward lunchtime. The Skywatch Storm Tracker, again, stay quiet all day with mostly sunny skies. A little bit of high cloud cover, occasional little bouts of it sneaking in from central parts of Kansas. Not a big deal at all, though, and even the bulk of the cloud cover is going to stay north and west of us. And even then, nothing underneath the clouds if any tries to sneak in overnight. For us, though, it's about high pressure passing to our south, a clockwise flow around that, keeping the south wind in place. Then we'll have this cold front slide on through during the day tomorrow. It doesn't do a lot for us. It does shift our wind around, but that shouldn't stop us from warming back up again. Then in the jet stream level upstairs, we have our first wave to keep an eye on across the Rockies. That will push the cold front through tomorrow. And then we'll have other waves lining up well into the northwest. For the short term, though, let me get the numbers on here for you. We stay cold for the rest of the night, but we don't turn too much colder from here on out. Most of us will stay in the lower to middle 30s. Most of us on average right around 33 degrees right up until sunrise. Then, before we see our more southwest wind around lunchtime turn more northerly during the afternoon, we'll see temperatures respond nicely. 48 degrees by noon. Downtown Joplin should top out around 53. In fact, most of the area should be back in the lower to middle 50s. So no matter where you are across the area, we are looking pretty good, and at least a little bit warmer to wrap up the weekend with. Let's go back upstairs to the jet stream level and let's see how the rest of the week pans out. We'll have another wave come at us on Monday. Doesn't do a lot for us, enough moisture to get partly sunny skies back in here, but we'll stay dry for your Monday and through Tuesday and Wednesday. We'll start the week out, the work week and school week that is, with highs in the upper 40s. Then, before we see the cloud cover start to sneak back in on Wednesday with highs back in the 50s, we will have our next wave digging across the Rocky Mountain Range in the western United States. That will bring rain and thunderstorm chances back in here on Thursday. Then, depending on how temperatures play out as this wave really decides to kick on through late Friday going into Saturday, we'll have rain chances to start on Friday, and depending on how temperatures fare on Saturday morning, that could end as maybe some snow being thrown into the mix. And then if you stick with Doug's pattern, we could have another shot for rain and snow on that Sunday going into that following Monday. So it starts to get a bit active again once we hit the end of the coming week. Before we do that, though, 53, mostly sunny tomorrow, upper 40s Monday and Tuesday with skies staying quiet, 53 on Wednesday, then 58 on Thursday with those rain and thunderstorm chances picking up. Then we'll see if our rain chances Friday into Saturday morning could try to mix in with a little bit of snow. Have a good night. Have a great Sunday.